Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, was Rob Reiner's final film. I will say that Spinal Tap 2 is a film that most people are going to enjoy. Like, one of the reasons why Spinal Tap 1 was the phenomenon that it wasn't just that it was a cinematic sort of major undertaking. It's also that we got to really fall in love with these characters and the music that they create. So even though this particular installment isn't as strong cinematically as the first, still, of course, time has passed and they've changed a little bit, but we still see that that is Nigel Tufnell, that is David St. Hubans. So in this one, the guys have not played together in about 15 years because, as documented in the first Spinal Tap film, there's some rivalries within the group. There's some friction and disagreements. Marty, who's played by Rob Reiner, is going to reunite them all for a good time, good final show. So we see what they've all been up to, and, you know, they seem to be doing kind of okay for themselves, but it's nothing that's like super great or nothing super sad. Yeah, they need to audition for a potential drummer, and they need to go into the recording studio just to polish up some sounds. Because it has been such a super duper long time since there's been a Spinal Tap film, so because these guys are now elderly, their glory days are behind them, what they want to do is just have a good time with everything, put the past behind them, and put on a good show for everyone. Unlike in the first Spinal Tap film, which had several different subplots and a whole bunch of different things going on with it, it was episodic, but each thing that was going on in those episodes were all super duper interesting. I'm not saying that Spinal Tap 2 is not interesting, but when you compare one scene in the first Spinal Tap film to one of the funniest scenes in this one, it doesn't quite measure up. And, you know, that is kind of obvious because, you know, it's been so long, and given their ages, given how realistic this film is really going for, there's no way that this film was going to be as good in terms of cinematic quality as the first one. But as I said, nonetheless, because the first film and the characters have been able to sustain all these decades, this Spinal Tap movie is an easy like. And frankly, even if you don't like metal music, because, you know, back in 1984, everyone loved this film, even if metal wasn't their go-to choice for music. Still love the film, and I think that that's going to also be applicable to Spinal Tap 2. Even though this movie is nowhere near as good as the first one, it still is a pass, still is a nice film. So I want to give Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, from 2025, 3 stars out of 4.